are you guys doing? Welcome to Phie.Love Intuitive Conversations. I hope you guys are good. Yeah. If you like my content, please do like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, if there's any negativity, if there's any hate, please do keep that on your side of the street, okay? It won't be acknowledged. So, family, in this video, I'm being guided by Spirit to talk about us allowing patterns, allowing time for patterns to emerge, right? To give us a complete picture of the truth, generally when you're in doubt, okay? So, once again, it's one of these things, us as these physical beings, right? This vessel, things that we're equipped with, right? Things that we've been made not to see as superpowers, and by us being made not to see certain things and certain abilities that we have, like being able to recognize patterns. Everybody can recognize patterns, right? However, you need to reframe that in your mind and see your ability to recognize patterns as a superpower. When you take ownership of that superpower, when you take ownership of that ability, and you start giving your ability to recognize patterns more value, you become confident enough to become creative with it, right? You become confident enough to allow your ability to recognize your patterns, to recognize patterns in your relationships, within people, within your environment, right? You allow that ability to work to your advantage. You start learning how to become creative with it. You start recognizing that you can use it to help enhance your own personal authority in your life. You can use it to help enhance your own level of decision making, and the trust that you have as well in your own ability to make decisions, because you're putting trust in a superpower you have, an ability you have, that everybody is equipped with, but not everybody knows how to use. Not everybody knows how to master. Not everybody knows how to manipulate it to their advantage to help them move through their lives. Your ability to recognize patterns in everything. And you're the only person who can decide to either allow the information that your recognition of a pattern gives you to inform you in your decisions and what you decide is the truth, or to let it just be something that, it is what it is. I've said it before, we don't have an excuse to be lost in our world. Everything is there. Whatever you need, you have it within you to move around, to make your decisions, to decide yes, to decide no. Your ability to be still, your ability to be patient, your ability to recognize patterns. You're the only person who can squander it, who can neglect it, who can, not see, or choose not to recognize and see the value in it. It's a superpower. And as you keep ascending, you'll be awakened to and become aware of other things that you possess. However, the divine needs you to be able to master what you already have access to, what you're able to tap into, what you're able to utilize with your vessel and within your own energetic space. There's a whole lot of superpowers, a whole lot of abilities that you have, that you've been groomed over time to neglect, groomed over time to invalidate, groomed over time to ridicule, and to only trust what the outside experience and the outside world, or what the system is presenting to you and telling you is gospel, right? Before trusting yourself, before the information that your ability to recognize patterns has actually probably given you over and over and over again. But you don't trust yourself. So you want your decisions to be aligned with what the next person says. You want to rather align with what you want to believe is certainty in the next person or in the screens that are in front of you. All of that before yourself. Start learning how to value the certain abilities that you have as superpowers. Start learning to understand yourself. Look at yourself. It's all part of looking at yourself. It's part of healing as well. Looking at yourself. Looking at what you possess, looking at what you have. Your ability to recognize patterns is one of the biggest superpowers you have, that everybody has. But the difference between you and the next person is how you or the next person are able to utilize it to your advantage. How confident you are with it, how you own it, how you trust in it, how you decide to, in your own way, master it. Where in your life you decide to use it. Okay? Don't underestimate your ability to recognize patterns. And understand that once you recognize the pattern, that's you, that's the divine, that's the whole environment and system and whatever it is around you, bringing an image of a truth together for you to help you decide, to help you move your next step forward, to help you create, to enlighten you to the new idea that you need, to open you up and lead you into a pathway of an opportunity. Recognizing patterns, deciding, am I going to go this way or not this way? Taking the time for a pattern to emerge will bring you an image of the truth. Okay, if you're with a partner and you're struggling to rely on what you see, take the time to step back, step out of your emotions, and start pattern building. Start allowing the patterns within your partner, your person, or whoever it is in your environment that you might be doubtful of. Allow the patterns to bring you the truth and the information. Their patterns in their being. The difference between you and them is you're paying attention. You're detached, so you're able to develop the picture. You're able to decide now, okay, I'm not going to let my emotions inform my recognition of a pattern. I'm going to ground myself and I'm going to allow the information that the pattern is giving me to inform me, to help me decide, is this where I want to be, is it not where I want to be? You don't have to be confused, but you have to be awake, you have to be aware, and you have to be willing to trust yourself and your ability to develop patterns. Your ability to recognize patterns in your environment and in other people. Okay? And if you take the time to sit with yourself, write these things down. There's a whole lot of information in your environment and in your inner world and in all that you're observing. Write things down when you start recognizing patterns, when your environment is informing you, when the divine is triggering things within people over and over and over again, not for you to get lost in the event, not for you to be reactive to the patterns of someone's being, but for you to inform yourself, right? Every person, you're really good at recognizing patterns. We all are. And once you get your information, you start within yourself. Take your time, sit with yourself, gather the information, and start working through a process of elimination to help you decide what your path is going to be. What is this pattern informing me about? What is the pattern of this person's being and their behavior, of the situation, of the work environment, of the neighborhood I live in? What is the pattern in my environment that's coming into my awareness, showing me that might be trying to awaken me to an opportunity that I can actually exploit in my environment to bring me financial freedom, to bring me the next business idea, to bring me what it is that I need, that I've been asking for. But I'm too emotional, I'm ungrounded. I'm not taking my pattern recognition seriously. I'm not actually building the truth. I'm not building the picture of the truth that the pattern is actually building for me. Okay? Take time with yourself, look at yourself, recognize yourself. There is so much within you that you can busy yourself with, that you should be focusing on, instead of always trying to be involved in whatever's going on in the outside world, involved in the next person's business and stories and whatever's on TV and whatever's, what's wrong with this person. You can't change anything on the outside of yourself. But you can change the way you deal with yourself. You can change the way you value yourself. You can change the way you view yourself, what you do and don't recognize and value within yourself that you possess. When the divine says you have everything that you need within you, it's meant quite literally. But it's a matter of you looking at yourself and having the courage to master yourself. Take accountability for the fact that you have been neglecting yourself, not wanting to look at yourself, not wanting to acknowledge yourself and who you are and what you have. And that the advantage that you can have over the next person in your environment is how you choose to utilize yourself and what you have, and build and master yourself in ways that majority of the people outside you are not doing it. Unaware, afraid, distracted, too controlled by their carnal issues, by their ego, by their desire, by, impatience, by instant gratification, by the things that constantly loop in people's minds, Most people's minds are very, I don't mean this to put anybody down, but when you're not self-aware, you don't realize that you're actually living and working in your mind in loops. Majority of the people out there are working in loops in their mind, in their thought space. It's loops of very surface level things. And when you can become aware of this, you have an advantage over the next person. But you have to be willing to center yourself, be willing to also value your solitude, and learn to engage and master yourself and recognize the superpowers you possess within. And once you start mastering the different aspects of yourself and applying them to your life to help you maneuver through your world, the divine will also step in and start awakening you to the next level of awareness and what it is that you possess and are able to tap into and engage in within our energetic space and within the higher dimension that you can tap into and use for yourself, right? But you have to first be willing to master what you already have. Be willing to utilize and value what you already have. It's no use you being awakened to the divine trying to groom you on things when you're not even willing to acknowledge what it is you already possess. And see it as a superpower. See it as something real. See it as something to be valued. Okay. So, and with people in your environment, be observant to the patterns. I said it already. Be observant, don't be reactive. don't become, don't personalize things. Recognize the pattern, recognize the truth, and let that empower you to recognize that, okay, well, here I'm in free will. I have a choice now. I can choose yay, choose nay. It's on me. I can be accountable for this situation. I can decide if I want this to be in my reality or do I not want it to be in my reality. And if you're somebody, like I said, who's unsure, the divine is guiding you and asking you to just take some time for a pattern to develop. Take some time to recognize a pattern, allow the pattern to emerge and develop the picture of the truth for you. And you will know exactly what to do. Because I know in the beginning, even if the truth is shown to us and we're not taking time to look at the pattern, we stay stuck in situations because also we get our emotions wrapped up into all of it, and we don't think beyond our emotions. We don't think beyond the things that are bothering us. We don't think beyond the things that we believe we're lacking and that we believe someone else is supposed to be giving to us. Someone else is supposed to be doing for us, right? All these things will plague you. We don't think beyond all the stresses that the system is trying to keep you in, being bound in your job and this and what you want and what you don't have. This is the stuff that people are looping on, and then it's your best friend's gossip and stories, and it's the family member's accident that happened 2 weeks ago, and then it's the kids in school, and it's a lot of things, right? So take the time, take some time for yourself, fall back, allow your environment to just be what it is, and start consciously building your awareness of a pattern. Allow patterns to emerge, okay? And you'll know your way forward if you're in doubt. Take time, be patient, and don't be stressed about the human construct of time, okay? It's neither here nor there. It's only relevant when you're tapped into the system. It's again a choice you always have, to either be tapped into the reality of the system or tapped into your own present moment. And when you're also in your present moment, you allow yourself to also pick up on patterns. And I don't know why this keeps on coming up, but if you're living with someone, if there's someone in your life that you're unsure about, move into the present moment and just allow patterns to emerge. The divine is with you. The divine's probably working with you in some way to help you make a decision, okay? To help bring you some clarity. Don't let confusion and your emotions just stagnate you and, get you stuck. High emotions, and when there's stress on the outside, it can just, we get stuck, and then we have what decision paralysis, right? Move into some sort of decision paralysis, and before you know it, you're just not doing anything. You're not even relaxing or open to other energy and solutions or the impressions from the divine to come in and help you. You just become stuck, and you're caught between what your ego wants and not able to see the situation in its entirety. So fall back, and everything is fine, and just allow a pattern. Allow yourself to develop, to allow for a pattern to emerge, so that the truth can become visible to you, and you'll make your informed decisions. Okay? Be grounded, and don't let your emotions take over your reality and your movement and your decisions. Let them pass, and then you act, and then you decide, and then you make your judgment. appearances can be unsettling, but that's just what they are, appearances. And there are moments that you get stuck on. Let it pass, okay? Anyway, family, I'm gonna leave it there. Okay, I hope it's resonated, I hope it's helped, and I hope that you start valuing yourself and the things that you possess and are equipped with a little more, so that your own experience can enhance, right? You can enhance your own experience, and you can be also tackling your life from approaching and tackling your life in a way that majority of the people out there aren't, okay? Again, just because of a lack of self-awareness, a lack of understanding how to use what you're equipped with to your advantage, right? So, yeah. You also don't have to always tell everybody what your method is. I don't know why I feel like I need to say that. Not everybody needs to know what your method to success is. Those are things you keep to yourself and between you and the divine, and you keep moving forward in peace. Okay, those are your gifts and your treasures. Anyway, I'm gonna pull a card now, okay? I'm pulling a card today from the Flower Therapy deck by Doreen Virtue, okay? And let's see what Spirit has to support our conversation, or to give somebody who is watching our video a nudge in a specific direction. Okay, let's see. Can I please have one card, Spirit? Thank you. Cleanse your energy. It says, when you release negativity, the answer to your question shines through. Okay, so like I said, maybe you're in a little bit of decision paralysis. Maybe there's just too much going on. You're not realizing how plagued you are with too many things, that you need to sort of release, cleanse, and allow the outside to just be. And all you need to do is just allow the patterns you've either been seeing, or from now on pay attention to the patterns within whatever it is you might be a little confused or unsure about. Okay, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna see what the book has to say. I'm not getting anything more off the card. And take it seriously, okay? Don't take it lightly when the truth is the picture of the truth is being built for you, and your ego, your emotions, your fears, whatever it is, makes you just disregard it and tell yourself, oh, it will change. If it's a pattern, it's not going to change. If it's a pattern within somebody else, it's not going to change. It's only going to change if the person goes within themselves and actively decides to change it. Not for you. If someone changes for you, it will not be consistent. It will be temporary. Okay? So you cleanse your energy. I feel like I need to say that. Anyway, the book says, your thoughts and emotions are being clouded by negative energy. What did I say? Oh my, I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway, where was I? Your thoughts and emotions are being clouded by negative energy. Place African violet plants around your home. So, this is the flower, African violet. Can you see that? Okay. Let's see. Place African violet plants around your home or workspace so they can clear lower vibrations. Okay. This will bring clarity and peace to your situation. Please don't judge yourself for struggling with your current path. The fog is now being lifted to reveal the light. This aligns perfectly. So, like I said, don't take time. Allow a pattern to emerge, okay? Or pay attention to a pattern you've been neglecting. The truth is in the pattern. You can also call upon Archangel Michael for his cleansing and protective energy. He is happy to be of service to you. Request this help by saying, Archangel Michael, I ask you to please remove any and all negativity from my mind, body, and spirit. Please purify my home, my workplace, and my family ties. Please remind me to clear my energy so that I may enjoy the heightened intuition you bring. Thank you. Additional meanings to the card. Your intuition is clouded. Clear negative vibrations from your home with crystals, essential oils, and incense. Your third eye is sensitive to harsh energy. Okay, so just move things out of the way. Don't pay attention to the things that might be demanding and clamoring. That's the word I got. Demanding and clamoring for your attention and your money. That's what I'm hearing. Clamoring and demanding for your attention and your money. Pay attention, okay? And yeah, the patterns will move you through with ease. And you never need to actually explain yourself for making a decision, especially if somebody's taking you for a ride. You recognize the pattern, you take your time, you make your decision, and you can move away. The divine will clear out the energy and break the cord. Just move away. Like I said, you won't gain any karma for that. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there, family. And I hope it's resonated. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video, okay? Bye.